From salad dressing to yogurt, everyday food items, and even foods perceived as healthy can contain added sugars that can be just as bad for you as table sugar. Careful attention must be paid to what one consumes to avoid exceeding recommended sugar intake limits.
샐러드 드레싱이나 요구르트 등 일상 식품이나 건강에 좋다고 알려진 식품에도 당분이 들어있고 이 첨가당은 설탕만큼 해로울 수 있는 것으로 알려졌습니다. 권장량 이상의 당을 섭취하지 않으려면 세심한 주의가 필요하겠습니다. Okay, sugar is everywhere.
Yes.
Interestingly, even in restaurants, even in Korean food, 한국 음식도 설탕이 굉장히 많이 들어가요. 반찬에.
Yeah. So I heard something from an influencer that basically said, if it tastes good and you didn't make it, it's probably bad for you. Any type of sauce that you buy, any type of snack, any food that you did not see made right in front of you, it probably has a lot of sugar in it.
It has a lot of sugar,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Or salt, sugar or salt,
That's
right?
right, that's right. Okay, so what's going on here?
Well, as many of us know, I'm sure all of us know now, sugar is one of the worst things for your health as far as amount. It causes a lot of problems. It can cause inflammation throughout the body. 그 전신의 염증. It also causes obesity, 비만, diabetes, 당뇨병. It increases the chances of this happening. It can also do things with your heart, causing cardiovascular disease, and even things like depression, 우울증. There has been found to be a relation between that and sugar intake. So it is definitely something we don't want to have too much of, but in our food, it's in there,
It's
and
everywhere.
it's sometimes in there in sneaky ways.
Oh, yeah. So a lot of people think, like we said, you know, yogurt is good for you. 요구르트가 몸에 좋다고 해서 이렇게 막 마시고 뭐 드시고 하는데 if you think about it, if you look at the label, it's got a lot of sugar.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yogurt is supposed to be sour. 신맛 나잖아요. 요것은 시지 않으면 it's got sugar in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So if you look on the label, though, like you were saying, it won't necessarily just say sugar, 설탕, right? It'll come in a lot of different names. So you have things like 포도당, 말토스, sucrose, fructose,
Yeah, fructose.
glucose,
Yeah.
corn syrup.
맞아요.
There are a lot of things. I have heard if you see a chemical and it ends in 오스,
오스?
it is sugar.
It's sugar.
So-
It's some form of sugar.
Right, it is some form of sugar. So fructose, sucrose, glucose, all of those things. Lactose.
Right.
Those are all sugars.
And also, I just want everyone to know that fruit also has a lot of sugar. It's natural sugars, but, you know, having a lot of too much of those sweet fruits actually are not so good for you.
Sugar is sugar.
Sugar is sugar,
You
everyone.
know? We were
네.
talking about those really, really sweet persimmons in Japan. Probably healthier to eat a candy bar. Maybe
much
chocolate
sugar.
or something.
All right, let's take a look at this word intake. I-N-T-A-K-E. It's actually one word.
Yes.
And this means 섭취.
Yes.
Okay? So usually we use this word when we're talking about, you know, things that we eat or have.
Yes. So intake literally means something comes inside, right? And for most times that we use this, it is talking about the food or liquids that we are putting inside of our bodies. So you can talk about sugar intake, caloric intake,
Caloric.
the number of calories that
That's
you
right.
eat, protein intake.
Alcohol intake.
Alcohol intake.
Yeah.
So it's not just nutrients and good things, it can be bad things as well.
Okay, so everyone, 여러분 우리 설탕, any type of sugar, let's try to reduce.
So hard to do though.
But it's so hard.
It's so yummy.
Okay. So from salad dressing to yogurt, everyday food items, and even foods perceived as healthy can contain added sugars that can be just as bad for you as table sugar. Careful attention must be paid to what one consumes to avoid exceeding recommended sugar intake limits.